we have finally returned. Apologies for missing yesterday. Today is a work day, so I'm on my break, so this can be about 15. Yesterday, I was also working, and then I also watched some football, obviously, because I'm a huge Bears fan, so I had to watch the Bears. Disappointing result, but hey, we're going to the playoffs, so. And then I had D&D after that, so I didn't wrap up until around like 10, and at that point, I didn't even think about streaming. I was like, I need to go to bed. So yeah, last we checked in was day 33. That means I'm going to do the day 34 update first, and then I'm going to do the day 35 update. That way, if I want to turn this into short form content, I want to just have all these videos for posterity's sake, I can have this thing say day 35, and I'm just going to split the videos in half for today. So, okay. Obviously, the last time I jumped on here, I talked about the fact that my bike pedal broke off, and it's probably going to be around $350 at this point to fix it. I was looking into quite a bit of different things that I could do, like Loctite or any sort of like welding. And essentially what it's just going to come down to is like the arm itself is fucked. So I have to get a set of tools to take that arm off. A replacement arm is like out of the question because it looks like it's going to be several months before it even might be in stock. I looked at generic arms to see if there was one that would fit. And there's like four or five different types that I was hoping. I was like, I'm just going to wind up spending money and putting time into this. It's not going to work. I should just get something new. But in the meantime, yesterday I had to lift. And I had 30 minutes of cardio to do. So, yesterday was, I should say my last time I streamed, I talked about the workouts I did for that day. And the workouts I did for that day both happened, so let's check mark both of those. Ding, good job for the morning, and ding, good job for the evening. I'm listening to this as today, but this is technically yesterday. My workout in the morning was 30 minutes, and I was like, it was fucking cold and raining outside. I tossed on a pair of shorts because I don't have any long fucking workout pants and a hoodie, and I walked for 30 minutes around my neighborhood. So ding on that. My heart rate got to where I wanted it to be, and it was around there for 30 minutes, but I think it's only like 1.8 miles around my subdivision, which is what I walked. So not like the fucking 9 miles that I was pushing on the bike, but distance isn't necessarily a good measuring stick. It's time spent in that specific heart rate. It was definitely lower than it is when I'm on the bike. But, I did it, and that's what matters. And then in the evening, I did 10 minutes on the bike. I shoved that fucking pedal back in there, and just like, it's just wobbling all over the place trying to fall out. But the bolt is luckily long enough where it won't just fall out on its own. So the pedaling, was difficult. It definitely made my left foot hurt, but it was only 10 minutes. And then I went and I did my workout, so ding on that as well. Yep, ding. So 4 workouts, despite the fact that the fucking thing broke, which is super annoying. Also, my yesterday weigh-in, got on the scale, was half a pound down, which is around what I expect to see as far as pace goes for like just realistic expectations. It's half a pound down. Give or take a little bit is around what I would be lucky to hit. But it is, I'm still a heavy guy. So there's still more to be lost, and, ebbs and flows. I talk about it a lot. So sooner or later I'm going to get a 0 day. I just realized I don't know where my ring is. I just realized I know where my ring is. I'm going to get days where I'm flat. I'm going to get days where I go up. But as long as we're trending down, that's what matters. That brings the monthly total to 3.5 pounds and total weight loss to 31.7. So, still good things. Sorry, I just got a message at work. I'll respond to that later. It's not urgent. So that's day 34. Today is day 35. And I'm just going to make these edits live. So anyone who's watching can see the magic happen. Day 35 is today. We're taking off the check marks for today's workouts. Those are taken off. You probably heard a ding for that, but that's okay. And we're going to change these monthly totals. I'm going to take those down, see if I can change it without anyone seeing. Total number. Yeah, I think I can. Let's scooch some stuff around so I can do this. Cool. So there's that one. And then I'll do the reveals. So yeah, I was a little bit nervous because I, had the walking rather than the bike. But my lifting yesterday, I added in 3 new sets. So yesterday was biceps, shoulders, and triceps. No. Chest, shoulders, triceps. So I did chest, shoulders, triceps. The first three are the ones that I normally do. And that is typically, god damn, man, I'm just being blown up at work right now. It's just the busy time at work, which is really busy. All right, cool. It's not. It's just a recap of something that happened on Saturday. Anywho, yeah. So my normal thing that I've been doing is just regular bench press, a shoulder dip where you just stick your arms out at your sides and then bring them up like this. As you bring it up, you do a normal dip or a squat, and then tricep pull downs with a rope and a pulley, which I do individual arms. And then when I go into my second set, I just do bench press again, and then I do 2-pound weights to my arms, bring my shoulders all the way, and then rotate. I do that 12 times. And those are the shoulder stuff is really more rehab stuff for my rotator cuffs. And then for tricep pull downs for my last set, I do double-handed rather than single hands. And then yesterday, I added in 3 new sets, and I'm putting my new sets in the middle. So my my chest exercise is rather than just regular bench press, dumbbell, palm facing my body, press ups, and then shoulders. I just did an extra set of squats, and then like squats with the raise in the front. And then for triceps, I did a second set of individual arm pull downs at the end. So I did my normal second set as the double arm tricep pull down. So it's like lots of tricep stuff. All that said, I did it. So that's good. And then I weighed in. I think it's showing right now, if I'm not mistaken. This is just like kind of difficult for me to navigate. But I weighed in today. I did 1.6 pounds down. So I do think all that extra weight, all that extra working out helped out substantially. So I'm happy to see that. Yeah, nothing too fancy. God damn, this is a mess. Luckily no one watches. And yeah, that number's right. It's weird that some of the things adjusted and some of the things didn't. I also didn't hide the result for that. So anyways, today I already did a 30-minute walk around my neighborhood this morning. So I get a check mark for that. So that's good. Ding on that. And then in the evening, it's double cardio day. So I'm going to do another 30-minute walk, maybe just go a different route. So monthly total, I'm at 5.1 pounds down. 1.6 is a lot. So I'm really happy to see that I wound up going down despite the fact that I had to change up my cardio. And honestly, I stuck to my diet pretty closely. So that's good. Monthly total, 5.1 pounds down. Total weight loss is 33.3. So doing really well still. Going to share my screen. I've already gotten 2 meals in for the day. I put a 100 in. If I'm like locked in that my 4:30 p.m. snack is going to be like an apple, I'll just put it in automatically so I can see like, okay, I have the 2 p.m. meal with 750 calories to spend grand total between the 2 p.m. meal and the 7 p.m. meal. So that way I can say like, maybe I'll just do like 250 for this 2 p.m. thing, and then I can go 500 calories to dinner. So yeah, that's what that looks like. Things are looking good. The thing that sucks about skipping the stream yesterday is I did not Wordle. Like, if I would have remembered to stream, I would have. Totally fucking spaced it, though. So that is unfortunate. My streak is broken. I'm very annoyed. I haven't done that in a long, long time. But yeah, sometimes it just gets the best of us. It happens to the best of us. I'm going to try and do like an LLY. So something like Pilly. That's interesting. Gilly. I fucking knew it. It's Hilly. It's not Hilly. Millie, Nilly, Billy. Billy's a word too. Fuck. Philly. Willie's probably a word too. Let's just do Billy and see if that works. Oh, we're gonna miss it. What should I do? Oh, got it in 6. There's a lot of them that could have been, so I'm glad I got to it quick, but very annoyed that I missed it. So, Wordle archive, let's do yesterday's too, just to see. So annoying. Maybe we would have missed it yesterday, so who knows. But we're going to do it really fast. What if it would have been Clout and I would have gotten 1? I would have been so pissed. I can't type right now. Interesting. The O's not there, which leads me to believe it's in the second spot. There's no R though, which is interesting. What about something like Ponce? I really want to know if the O is in the second spot or not. Should I throw away a guess to see if that O is in the second spot? Gonks. It's gonks. That's an inside joke. One day I'll tell it on the stream. Yeah, let's just put something out there. Something out there that uses as many letters as possible. Let's do like foggy. Okay, the G does go there. No F, no G. The O does go there. I'm so fucking stupid. The N is stuck in my head, and that's not necessarily what it's going to be. Wops. Just putting stuff out there to see if it triggers anything in my brain. I really thought Dallas was going to do it. Maybe it's double S. No. Posse. It is double S. Okay. Well, I wouldn't have missed it, and I fucked myself. So something something annoying. What else? Last thing, I did order an Averon rower, so it'll be here. I don't fucking know when. In the meantime, I'm going to be doing the walking. So we'll see how this works out. I signed up for their profile. Apparently, I don't actually have to have a membership, but it makes you put in a credit card so that when you first log into your machine, it will bill you. And I was like, okay, cool. I just spent a lot of money on this thing, and as soon as I finished the order, like went to finish the order, it's like, oh, one last thing. I was like, what the fuck? So I had to check like the FAQs to see whether or not it was something I had to sign up for. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll give it my credit card and then change my mind later if I want to. But yeah, so I'll be tracking some stuff on here. So I'll be showing this, obviously, moving forward once I get the thing in, which I don't know how long it's going to take. I'm going to guess it's going to take at least a week. So we shall see. But yeah, that's around 15 minutes. I do have to get back to work. Thank you to anyone who watched. And I will try and make sure not to miss another one. Bye-bye.